Amazon just fired hundreds of employees in their New York offices, and AI and efficiency are the major push. That is the push this year for Amazon. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to what the CEO, Andy Jassy, has to say. Quote, "We will need fewer people doing some of the jobs that are being done today. In the next few years, we expect that AI will reduce our total corporate workforce as we get efficiency gains from using AI extensively across the company." Guys, that's the quiet part out loud. Right there, that's the quiet part out loud. And as much as people don't believe it's happening, I mean, I don't know how much more smoke there can be for you to recognize that AI is impacting a lot of these corporate jobs. But the reality is this: if you're subscribed to the channel, this would not be a surprise to you. Subscribers know that we've been covering this for months. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, we covered Amazon's plan to lay off 16,000 corporate employees. These hundreds that are being laid off in New York is just a part of that. It's just a part of it. It's not a surprise. It's just shocking to me when companies tell you exactly what they're doing and people don't pay attention. That's not where you want to be. It's not where you want to be, guys. Now, before you say, "Hey, Mark, Amazon employs 1.56 million people. Why should we care that a few hundred or 10,000, 30,000 are laid off? What's the big deal? There's 1.5 million people." Well, the difference there, guys, is that the employees that are on the chopping block, the employees that are being laid off, these are white-collar corporate workers. These are people with college degrees and fancy schmancy student loans and all of that good stuff. These layoffs that are happening actually represent 10% of Amazon's corporate workforce. But here's the deal. It's not just the existing employees that are impacted here. We're seeing a massive impact to the corporate ladder. Entry points in the corporate ladder are being completely upended. And, we covered this a few days ago where kids that are graduating from college just aren't able to find the jobs that they were promised. In fact, student loans have hit an all-time high of 16%. Student loan defaults. Kids are not paying their loans off. I'll post a link to it here. And why is that happening? Well, you take out a big student loan, you get your dream job at Amazon, and then Amazon decides, well, actually AI and automation are going to perform that role moving forward. So why don't you kick rocks? And then what happens? Well, these people that got laid off, they can't pay off their student loans and they default. And we've hit 30-day delinquencies and 90-day delinquencies over 16%. It's not good. It's not boding well. The entire career ladder is being upended. Now, there are some ways, by the way, to protect yourself. There are things that I'm doing to stay protected. I work in a white-collar profession, creator, marketing, and I want to protect myself. And in a few minutes, I'll cover exactly the steps that I'm taking to stay relevant, respected, and financially free. Because the reality is, guys, that's what this channel is about. There's a lot of different ways that AI could impact you in your life. My biggest fear is millions and millions of men who are responsible to their families, to their kids, to their communities, to their parents, to their wives. Millions and millions of men losing that respect and relevancy and the ability to be financially free because AI starts replacing all the jobs that you used to do. That's not good. That's not good. And sure, we could have dystopian overseers and AI monitoring. We could have the Terminator, and all that stuff could happen. My bigger fear is the mass displacement that happens too quickly for men to adapt. Anyway, let's continue here. So we'll get into some ways to protect yourself in just a moment. I want to continue with this story because it just gets more and more crazy. Because while we see here that tens of thousands of white-collar workers are being impacted, we're also seeing huge impacts to the men and women in the warehouses. A few weeks ago, we covered some internal documents that were released or leaked, however you want to put it. We covered some internal documents. I'll post a link to this video here that revealed plans from Amazon to replace 600,000 workers with robots. 600,000, guys. That's almost half of their entire staff replaced by robots here over the next several years. Are you paying attention yet? The people in the back, are you paying attention yet? Also worth noting that the current downsizing initiatives are the largest in the company's 30-year history. Why is this happening? Guys, the writing is on the wall. I don't know what to tell you. But here's the kicker, guys. Here's the thing that really gets me is if it's happening at Amazon, this is going to continue to happen everywhere else. It's only going to accelerate. Guys, these companies are investing billions, tens of billions, in some cases hundreds of billions of dollars into AI technology, into cloud computing, into database infrastructure, into AI agents. They are spending so many resources on this technology. And there's many new softwares and technologies and hardwares and standard operating procedures. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of these different methods are being tested right now. And we're gonna see who the winners and losers are. And there's gonna be some companies that execute at a very high level. Very high level. And they're gonna have these AI agents that just blow your mind, okay? And just as a quick side note, some people say, oh, AI is fake, it's not real, it's not good. Guys, look at what's happened with AI video. And I think AI video is great because it's very visual. You can see it. Men, we're visual creatures, right? Look at how far AI video has come in just 12 months. Look at where AI video is now. Have you seen that video of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fighting? Watch that video and then watch the video of Will Smith eating spaghetti from a year and a half ago. It's unbelievable. The same thing is happening in coding and software development, in AI agentics. But I love the video example because it's very visual. It's very easy to kind of see and understand. Because again, what's gonna happen is, as these companies execute at a high level, other companies are gonna say, that looks good. I'm gonna do that too. And then where Amazon goes, everyone else will follow. I don't know if I covered this in a video maybe a year and a half ago. The inside of a Walmart warehouse is crazy. It's just robots running around everywhere. Everything is streamlined. Every point of data is tracked. Every metric is tracked. Amazon, Walmart, Publix, Ingalls, every company is gonna have these robots in their background. It's gonna be crazy. It's just gonna be so completely crazy. And at least for me, the technology that I'm most interested in, most excited, most concerned about right now is AI agent automation. AI agent automation, which basically allows you to turn AI into your own personal micro assistant. For example, I've worked with VAs in the past, and in the future, probably won't be working with virtual assistant human beings. I'll be working with AI agents instead. I'm already doing it to an extent. And guys, I've worked with dozens and dozens of virtual assistants. I've paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars to virtual assistants to help me, but in different projects. I'm not gonna be paying them anymore. I'm gonna be paying AI agents. So everyone over in India and the Philippines and Pakistan and Bangladesh and these other countries, you have to be very concerned because business owners are going to make this transition. They're gonna make this transition. And by the way, at the same time, one of the common things that I hear people say about, well, you won't actually replace humans with AI because when you use AI, you're gonna have quality control issues. It's gonna bring you back poor quality stuff. Guys, the same thing happens with humans too. Like I said, I've worked with dozens and dozens of virtual assistants. You have to look over the work. So what's the difference? I can look over the work of an AI agent and then make the tweaks and then publish and then push. And by the way, one of the problems that I've had with VAs in the past is they're slow to respond. You might send them a message and you get a response back 2 days later, which by the way, if you want to get work overseas, you have to respond quickly. You can't wait 2 to 3 days to respond, but that's another story. But with these AI agents, you get a response back immediately. In fact, I know some people who have hooked up their AI agents to 11 Labs, which is essentially a text-to-voice software. And they actually have phone calls with their AI agents. I haven't set this up yet, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. But I know guys that get on their phone and have phone calls with their AI agents. In some cases, their AI agents call them and say, hey, Jim, the job's done. Anything else you want me to work on? That is insane. That is so freaking crazy to me. But it's here. It's already here. It's already here. And there's a ton of hype around this. You know, we covered Claudebot a few weeks ago. I'll post a link to that video here. We covered Claudebot, which turned into Moltbot, which turned into OpenClaw, and that took the internet by storm. And what happened immediately after that? Meta started adapting the AI agentic technology and concepts. In fact, OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, actually offered a job to the main creator and the main lead of the Claudebot project. So it's happening. It's happening right now. It's possible right now. And you know, we feel this immense pressure. I don't know if you feel this pressure, but I feel this immense pressure to move quickly. Because, you know, I have this fear of missing out. I'm like, wow, if I don't adapt this technology quickly, I'm gonna fall behind and I'm going to be screwed. But then at the other hand, if you move too quickly, you put privacy and security at risk. Maybe you get scammed by someone who doesn't know what they're doing and tries to sell you an expensive course. These are real concerns. You know, but here's the deal, guys. The reality is, if you're subscribed to the channel, you're already in the top 1%. Most people are not consuming content like this. Most people are just burying their head in the sand, watching Netflix, playing video games, you know, not taking the time, not taking a few minutes out of their day to just be educated. Okay, this is what's happening today. This is what this company did. These are the layoffs. This is what they're looking for. And so on and so forth. So if you're subbed to the channel, you're, in my opinion, well above the curve, guys. Like I go to parties, I talk to people. You know, I brought my wife on the show the other day and we were kind of talking about this. This is like all I talk about. And I'm so hungry for this information. I'm speaking to people in the financial field and auto mechanics and marketing and sales. I want to know how companies are using it. I was talking to a guy that worked for State Farm to see, hey, what are you guys doing with AI agents over at State Farm? And he gave me some pretty insane information. I said, can I share this? He said, no, this is inside track, it's private. So I don't want to share that, what's going on with State Farm and AI and their business model moving forward, because I told the person that I wouldn't share that information, but it's happening. It's happening. So what do we do? What do we do moving forward? And you know, this is what I'm doing. You can take it or leave it. You can add on to this, please. But for me, I want to stay educated on the new technology. I want to talk to people. I want to know how they're operating. I don't want to pump my head in the sand and say, it doesn't work. I don't like it. This is another thing. I don't like it. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's a reality. It's happening. It's happening. You don't like paying interest on your loans? Tough luck. You got to pay interest on your loans. Like, there's some facts of life that just are a fact of life, and AI is one of them. So I want to get educated. I want to keep testing. I want to speak to trusted minds to figure out how they're doing things. That's important. I want to build that Rolodex up, guys. And I think this is something that you should not sleep on, is building that Rolodex, building the relationships with people that are operating. The other day, I asked for some recommendations. I had someone who was a viewer of the channel, what's up, reach out. He's a business owner from Canada. He was looking for some help implementing AI agents in his business. I said, well, I've got other projects. That's not something that I'm able to take on right now. So I put out a public post, said, hey guys, who can help me out? I got blown up. I had dozens of people reach out to me and say, hey, I'm doing this. And I'm like, are you though? Because I know you. I know what you were doing before. Now all of a sudden you're doing AI agent work. That's not what you do. And so anyway, I would say that like 2 out of 10 people that reached out to me, I was like, okay, this person's legit. They know what they're doing. So anyway, build up that bank of trusted resources. And just, I'm being smart, being safe. I don't want to refer out someone that I don't trust can do the job. If 6 months ago you were flipping burgers and now you're an AI agent administrator for enterprise multi-million-dollar companies, I just don't buy it. Just beware. Proceed with caution, but do not proceed out of fear. Okay, that's kind of the message that I have. I am concerned, but I want to proceed with caution, because when we proceed with emotion and fear, well, that can lead us to make some, perhaps not great decisions. And then, I want to stay open to new opportunities. It's very easy, I think, to get sucked into, this is what I do, this is who I am, this is what I've always done. But I think that's not a good way to go about this next, we'll call it decade, because a lot of the problems that you've been solving before are gonna be solved by AI. They're not gonna need you for that. So if you wanna remain relevant, respected, and financially free, we need to continue to evolve and adapt and find new problems to solve. Please believe there's gonna be a lot of new problems, guys. I know AI is gonna solve a lot of problems, but it's gonna cause chaos, it's gonna cause a lot of problems. Where are the places that you and your skills and your unique God-given ability can play a role in solving problems? That's where I wanna be. Stay open. Stay open. Take the plunge. That's where my head's at. Guys, if you liked the video, thanks for liking it, hyping it, all that good stuff. Love you guys. And check out yesterday's video where we talk about the AI Impact Summit in India, which was a disaster, but it gives us a pretty good indicator on what's coming next. Go check out that video. I'll see you there, guys. Peace.